bad. It's like.
Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Runs0br podcast. This is episode number
28.
28. All right, today we have a special guest.
Von Wheat.
Yeah. His name is Mathew. What's your last name, Mathew?
DePaula.
DePaula. Yeah, so Mathew DePaula out of Dallas, Texas. Actually, he was from Allen, and he represents November Project. So we were going to talk to him about a little bit of November Project stuff today. And to the left of me is
Eric J. Henderson.
And I am Brandon K. Veltman. And the Runs0br podcast, we don't only discuss running and sobriety, but all walks of life. For every one of us has a unique story. The journey ends, it begins first, and then it ends with you.
Nah, he's fast. We talked to Matt already, Matthew.
All right. So Matt, a little bit. Let me hear a little bit about, before we dive into November Project, I want a little bit of back history on you. You grew up in Allen, Texas, and I want to know kind of what got you into the whole running. Did you run in school, or what got you into that field of the running part of everything? So I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up in, like you said, Allen, Texas, which is about 30 miles northeast of Dallas. And so growing up, it's suburban life. It's far outside of the city. It's a little bit siloed in a number of ways. And while I was active, I really wasn't healthy. Our family life wasn't, we didn't really eat very healthy. It was really challenging, actually. I had low self-esteem, didn't have fitness. Like I was just like really overweight.
You were or weren't?
I was.
Yeah, because right now I was about to say you have pretty good physique. You know, it's like you don't look overweight.
So it's just like that classic, like suburban living, boredom tending to, I hate this, but whatever, you know. Or
It was almost just mediocre. In a way.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't striving for anything. I was striving for academics, but I wasn't necessarily, I didn't have a good foundational understanding of what it meant to be athletic, what it meant to be fit, or even just like pursue physical health in a positive way.
were you conscious of it? Like you see the void and like, crap, I feel bad? Or you just recognize now later that, wow, that's how I grew up?
It was later. It was really later. So like I played sports, but even if you play sports, that doesn't necessarily mean you know what it means to be athletic. You know what it means to live a healthy lifestyle.
Especially in Texas.
Right? So, I mean, we ate a lot of junk food growing up, just being honest. And it wasn't until college I had a fantastic roommate. His name is Kyle. Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle.
He showed me that you can run for fun and you can run to just stay healthy. That it doesn't that you can do this activity without it being competitive or even like I would even say like athletic in the sense of you are having a particular goal other than to just stay healthy. And so that was my sophomore year. I went to LSU. LSU.
Oh, you went to LSU?
I did.
Shout out to LSU.
Give us the quick how. Give us the quick how do I go from Allen, Texas, DFW area to LSU?
Yeah. So my parents grew up in South Louisiana.
Oh, nice.
Right, in Baton Rouge. So going there allowed me the opportunity to get away from home, but have family nearby just in case I needed something.
Nice.
My grandparents still down there. My aunts and uncles still down there. And so that was a pretty easy choice insofar as it was always on the table. I studied music while I was there.
Oh, nice.
Which
Very
was
cool.
just incredible. And there again, it wasn't until my sophomore year that he introduced it to me as something that I could just do, that I didn't have to even go hard. He said, just go as far as you can go.
Yeah.
And then walk back to the apartment.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And that's what I did. The university has a big lake. It's about 4 miles around. And so I would just start running from our on-campus apartment, go maybe a quarter or half a mile.
Total safe space loop. Like you don't have to think about it. You can just
don't have to think about it.
Great, man. And
Very
your
nice.
arch rival, well, not yours, A&M. They take you kind of serious. No, you guys are the Philly of the South. Texas A&M, where I went.
Yeah.
There's an exact 4 mile loop around the main campus.
There you go.
So dang, we're related.
Yeah, related.
Very cool. Did you go to Allen when Kyler Murray was there?
My younger brother did.
Oh yeah.
They were in class together.
Oh yeah.
So he
sure
knew
that
who
was
he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, already famous at that time.
Yeah.
Already famous at that time.
Are you a big Cajun food connoisseur?
100%. I can make jambalaya from scratch.
Jambalaya,
In
etouffee,
fact,
gumbo,
no.
everything, huh?
Dude, my family's from Cheek, Texas.
Okay.
Like Cheek, side of your face. The big town near there is Beaumont. So we're on the border of Louisiana. And so we grew up with gumbo and rodeo. Moved to New York. And they we have everything here. I go, you ain't got gumbo.
Or rodeo.
Boudin, I ain't got. Don't even mention
no.
etouffee. Don't even mention jambalaya. Jambalaya, he plays for the Giants, yeah. So shout to that, man. I'm on a gumbo
That's
search
awesome, man.
forever.
Do you do the Mardi Gras celebration
100%.
every year?
Full send.
So that's awesome, man.
Tossing beads from my balcony. Yeah.
That's cool. I thought he was going to give us the
Floats in
answer.
the alleyway. Yeah.
There's no parade going on. You're just throwing beats at people.
That's dope. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, we do it.
No, I love
like,
Mardi Gras. I'll invite friends over. It's usually around the Super Bowl, so it's a great opportunity to have a little Super Bowl party, get a little king cake out,
Yeah.
have a good time. With running, again, even then, when I was a sophomore, I did it, but it wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
And so when it finally hit me in senior year of college, I was like, I gotta get healthy.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
give
gotta
me
eat healthier.
let's pause for a second. Give me a rundown of where you were at weight wise and to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, then
If you said you were overweight,
funny.
just
was
feeling
it-
extremely
funny,
average. Like, was
right?
it like,
Because I'm at the same weight, but I have more muscle.
Oh, more
Yep.
muscle tone. Okay,
Right?
okay,
So
I
it's
got
like-
you. Yeah.
I was not muscular.
But you've
But
also grown too, because over the years
Sure.
you've matured and
Sure.
blossomed more. So you have probably lost some of that baby fat or
Oh,
whatever you want to
absolutely.
call yourself,
Absolutely.
chubby or whatever.
Absolutely.
Back in the day. Yeah.
So yeah, it was, it was still under 200, but it was just all fat.
yeah. And it's
Wasn't-
that when you say suburban growing up, because then we moved to Dallas, it was Oak Cliff growing up, but then DeSoto, Oak Cliff, different than straight up city.
Shout out to
for
Oak Cliff
Dallas.
and DeSoto.
Oak Cliff, Texas. Playing for the Oak Cliff Jets. And then out to DeSoto, there's that long walk to school, what mile or whatever, easy suburban life. And I get that you can be 175 but just look totally extremely average. Like a roll of dough, man. Like,
Yeah. And so when I just tapped into it, I was like, I want to be a healthy person.
Right,
I
yeah.
want to
Healthy.
live an active lifestyle.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
so I started running consistently at the end of my senior year, and I haven't looked back.
Nice.
I mean, I look back
That's a long
in
time.
like reflecting.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what I do.
yeah.
I don't look back in so far as like, I value living actively now, and
Yeah.
I also value helping people and encouraging people to find what that means for them.
Yeah.
Because there's so much you can do in this great big world of ours. the way you stay active, the way you stay healthy is not going to look the same for me. And so when I talk with people about it, and you're like, where do I start? It's like, well, where do you want to start? You know,
right.
What gets you moving? What gets you excited?
Or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
There's no formula other than consistency.
That's huge. As we spoke just a little bit before, living in New York City, there was and I started running out there totally by accident. Won't give that long story right now, but then I would talk to people, and there was all the uptight. Well, I got a 5K coming up here. I'm doing hill repeats. I'm like, dog, where do you start? Can't I just like go to the park right here and run a little bit? And yeah, so it sounds like that awakening, it hit you in one stage, which is, bam, I want to live a healthy life right after college. And then is it progressive after that? Just
100%. And from when moving back to Dallas, well, when I moved back to Texas, I eventually settled in Dallas, and there I was running on the Katy Trail, just doing my thing.
Yeah, shout out to Katy Trail. Everybody loves Katy Trail.
I love that. Just doing my thing.
And as it happened, one of my former friends growing up, she was running with another friend of ours with a group called Pine Striders.
Oh, they're fast, right? Pine Striders.
They're full of sweat and alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Alcohol.
Yeah. Okay.
And I saw her, and I messaged her later. I was like, wait, were you just on the Katy Trail? And she invited me out to Pine Striders. And it was through Pine Striders that I started to have more exposure to the running community.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's where it dawned on me, like, I could run a 5K. I never ran a race before then in my entire life.
That's cool. Years running and then never run a race. That's the joy right there.
Yeah. This was 2018. And by 2019, I started running 5Ks, 10Ks.
Nice. Yeah.
And when I wanted to make that transition, wanted to take that opportunity, to take that challenge and say, like, let me go run a race, I met Taiwan Thompson.
Oh, Taiwan. Shout out to Taiwan. I like Taiwan.
Who invited me to November Project Dallas as a way to enhance and supplement my running. At the time, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't have any other activity that I did to stay active other than my 2 feet on the ground, running along. And I started going. They had 3 workout opportunities throughout the week. At the time, Monday mornings, Wednesday mornings, Friday mornings, slightly different for each. Stairs on Mondays, HIIT on Wednesdays, and hills on Fridays.
Okay, let's pause for a second. On November Project, just let's get a little rundown of November Project. Is that in every state in the United States, or is it? I mean, I know there's a different November projects throughout the United States.
And if you could just say what it is exactly, the core of it.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm going to tell you what November Project is, we got to move to Boston. We got to move to Boston.
He'll have to kill us if he doesn't. We're not part of it.
Yeah, I didn't ask that.
In Boston, 2011.
Okay.
2 guys who knew it was easy to give up working out when it gets cold outside.
Oh yeah.
Decided to not give up. They tracked their workouts for every single day in the month of November in a Google spreadsheet that they called November Project.
Oh, nice.
They loved the idea so much. I mean, at the time, you didn't have as many run clubs. You didn't have as many free workout opportunities. And so they're like, let's do this thing. Let's try and build something where people can connect with one another. They can stay active together and see where it takes us. I mean, it was just an idea, right?
Yeah.
And so they set up a workout at Harvard Stadium where they put it on Twitter, they put it on Facebook, and just tried to invite people out to this opportunity. One person showed up.
Oh,
because of the weather, because of the...
Just because,
or whatever.
Just because that's all who showed up. Her name is Sarah Wild, and even her dad.
Oh wow, she's a legend. Shout out to Sarah.
Wild.
Her dad was perhaps legitimately concerned that she was showing up to meet these two
That's right.
guys
Oh yeah.
from a post on Twitter
Yeah, that doesn't seem safe at all.
Doesn't read well.
in the
Doesn't
early
read well.
hours of the morning. It's but the rest is history,
Yeah.
right? So from there, it expands rapidly from Boston to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then
That's cold. I love that. I love that.
and then in 2017, we joined November Project Dallas joined us
nice.
the 34th chapter.
So is okay. So they're not just like one estate though, right?
No.
You have a chapter in Houston, maybe. Do you guys? I don't know if you
we
guys
have
do.
a chapter in Austin.
Okay, Austin,
Chapter in
Texas.
Austin.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we have over 50 chapters throughout the United States, some more in Canada as well, and then a few pockets of the world like
And this started
London,
with two
England,
guys and one girl, huh?
And I love how it started off
That's
the
awesome,
weather
man.
because you got 12 million people around the 5 boroughs plus Jersey, whatever. And then one day I called my mom, Mommy, look, I'm in Times Square by myself. This is incredible. And she said, what is that? I said, well, it is Sunday. It was 4 below. It was 10 o'clock. And trust me, ain't nobody really out there hitting it, and even in the Northeast. And so, and I know Brandon, I've seen him come through some nastiness too. So we're born for that. That one that Karen did earlier,
Oh yeah. Yep. With hail,
running in cake batter.
cake batter,
And
and
it's
hail,
hail.
and everything. Yeah, trail. So I wanted to say, shout out to Eric because Eric is a part of the November Project, and I met him in Nicaragua, so which is very strange, and he knew a lot of others that were part of the Dallas chapter. So yeah, I thought that was fantastic. So you guys have meetups? Maybe do you guys pick one location sometimes, and maybe y'all fly out there, or do y'all phone a chapter if there's a race going on? Y'all might have a run before the race or something like that, or how does it work?
Right. That's a great question. So the way I describe November Project right now is it's like a network of fitness communities.
Nice.
Right. We have the global standard of this is how we want to approach fitness. We want people to be able to connect with one another, to be able to grow with one another, make fitness fun, and not simply just go hard, full send all the time, but how can we go hard and have fun at the same time? And so, yes, we do have opportunities. Some cities, some regions will get together, in fact, on a seasonal basis for like mini summit events where
Way cool.
they have, all these cities who don't have a coast, so they call it no coast, and they get together for a time of, connection, a time of celebration, and have a workout together, go for a run together. Let's say, for example, the Houston Marathon, we may go down and connect with any of the runners from November Project Austin. There's opportunity, which is really great because it gives the chapters that flexibility, right? It's not super rigid all the time. We get to have our own unique personalities. And once a year, the global organization will gather us all in one place. This coming May will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh,
Dope.
nice. I think, is that where Eric's from? I don't know if he is.
What's
Maybe-
Eric's last name? So I
Oh,
don't think it's me.
we didn't. It's not you, Eric, but it's.
No.
We were trying to discuss that earlier before the podcast, and we're not sure what his last name is.
It's all good.
Did we figure that out? I don't think we
figured
did.
it out.
It's
Yeah.
asynchronous and amorphous, but on an idea as what you're describing, and I love it.
He's like Eric the Great or something because he looks like a giant Viking, with his beard, I shouldn't say giant Viking, but he has a giant beard,
Giant
so.
beard.
Eric the Great.
I love it. You guys have taken the unnecessary angst. You've taken the hype, the gear craziness, but added the real fitness focus. Man, that's everything for me.
Right. We value the connecting aspect, right? Whether it's us connecting the people with one another or us connecting the people with an organization, with a brand, with a business that will support them living actively, living within a community. I mean, today I intentionally wore this t-shirt because every Friday we go to Davis Street Espresso in
Oh,
Oak Cliff.
nice. Hey, shout out to
And-
Davis Street Espresso.
Is that that Cockrell Hill spot? And
What?
you know, there's a place in Dallas called Cockrell Hill. It's its own city, and I thought that might be right there.
No.
You know, my dad was the mayor of Cockrell Hill. That's honest truth, man. Yeah, that's
was
honest
crazy.
truth.
Yes.
Yeah. So he used to work for. My bad.
Started over.
Yeah. Didn't mean that. Sorry, I was wrong button. But yeah, he was. He used to work for Tom's Peanuts.
Oh, man.
Do you know the vending company, Tom's Peanuts? Are you familiar with that?
Right.
I am not familiar with Tom.
So it was a triangular, and it said Tom's on it. It was red. It was the logo, and they're based out of Georgia, and this location, Dallas location, was right in the heart of Oak Cliff and Cockrell Hill area.
Dope.
So he became the mayor of Cockrell Hill. Which, if you're the mayor of Cockrell Hill back then, you were the volunteer fireman. You were the volunteer police. You were doing
volunteer everything.
Yeah.
You were even your own criminal. You had to arrest yourself. Like, oh, I've done
You
wrong.
were doing it all.
You mentioned the G word, global. Where else? Where can we find?
Right. You can find November Project from coast to coast in the United States, from Boston down to Atlanta, Georgia, New Orleans, here in Dallas, Phoenix, Arizona. You even have Colorado. You've
Nice.
got all the way up to the West Coast, Seattle, and 2 in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is so big. They got
Yeah.
Los Angeles and West LA. We love West LA.
Yeah.
West LA is the most laid back
Yeah.
November project
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
They're
Nice.
fantastic. And you get
Nice.
to work out by the beach.
You got some hills there too, boy.
So how often do you get out to any of these other spots? When you travel, do you say, "Hey, I want to get a run in, so let me reach out to you guys"? And
100%.
Oh, that's
100%.
awesome. Yeah.
I'm running my first marathon next
oh, sweet man!
Sunday.
Congratulations,
1
brother!
week from today.
Oh, now.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I'm ready for
Nice.
to cross the finish line.
Oh, there you go. Hey,
It's been an exciting journey, and that's part of the beauty. So it's in Portland, Oregon,
Nice.
and we have a
nice.
November Project chapter out there. So I sourced and said, "Hey, what do your people say about this marathon?" They're like, "Well, they thought it was pretty decent."
Yeah.
I was like, "Great, I'm gonna go run it."
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
I'm looking forward to connecting with some November Project folks
Oh,
out
that's
there.
awesome.
And so it sounds like the vibe also is like rando can show up. Like I could be in a city and say, I met Matt, a guy told me about November Project, and you just down.
Just show up.
Down.
Just show up. We'll take care of the rest.
Cool.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so, right, global. So we can go north to Canada. We got Edmonton,
Nice.
Vancouver, Kelowna. You know where Kelowna, Canada is?
Nope. Never even heard
Well,
of it.
you know, you go to the west coast of Canada, you can find Kelowna and you
That's awesome.
have a November Project work out there.
And I love I could call him up in some grimy weather, and somebody might be out there.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
And then across the pond, London, Toulouse,
wow.
France.
What?
Toulouse.
Wow. This all came from Boston.
All came from Boston.
Oh man.
Malaysia,
Hey,
Hong
what?
Kong.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just say that if we're going to, we might label November Project like the largest, not countrywide, worldwide run club. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We definitely have the coverage, right?
Could
Coast
be
to
that.
coast, across the oceans.
Yeah.
So so you were mentioning the Espresso Davis Street on Davis Street. You guys go there. What would you say? Once a week?
Every Friday.
Every Friday, and this is this after a run group. Okay.
Yeah. So our classic Friday Hills meets at 6:15 a.m.
Okay. 6:15 a.m.
in the hills of Kessler Park and Oak Cliff.
Okay. Yep.
And afterward, we go continue community at Davis Street Espresso, which they serve. They're the storefront for Oak Cliff Coffee Roasters,
Okay.
which
okay.
is their slogan, their mantra, their business model is built on do not simply consume, create. And for
Nice.
them,
Everything.
they want to create this atmosphere where people can connect with one another, where it's a true sense of community. And so we've been going to them for years upon years, and it's a space where we feel a sense of connection, a sense of community, and supporting local businesses, not simply
Yes.
just going to Starbucks to hang out, but to really support our community and local businesses. So that's why it's important for us, because it's not just about us connecting with one another, but also us connecting with the Dallas community.
Huge.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man, for sure. So I got to go out and run with you guys once. So I was telling you about that before. You guys have, and that what was that? That was a 6 miler. What was it? A 6 miler or 6K? What was
6K.
it? Okay, 6K.
Sunrise 6K.
Yeah, Sunrise 6K. So y'all have events throughout the year or seasons,
Right.
that you guys like to host? Is it something you host, or is it just your group that attends these and does it? Is there, or it's for the outside? It's for everybody, yeah.
Right. So we have a number of ways we keep our community members, our participants active and engaged. So we have our regularly scheduled workouts 3 times a week. Different nowadays. We have a Tuesday night, a Friday morning, and a Sunday morning opportunity. We also do fun runs. So we'll put together the Sunrise 6K. It's a standard staple event for the November Project Network, where we get together just before sunrise. We meet in West Dallas near Trinity Groves, and we run 6 kilometers.
Yeah.
And why that number? Because it's just fun to say Sunrise 6K.
Yeah,
right?
there you go. Yep. I like
we'll
that.
meet in the winter and we'll meet in the summer. And one of the things that we continue to try to do with these events is take it a level up, not just we don't want it to be just any old workout experience. We want to use it as an opportunity to bring out brand activations, so we can secure a shoe sponsor for shoe demos.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We've had Chilangos come out with breakfast tacos. Union Coffee for coffee. They catered coffee once. QO Nutrition. We are there to really bring the opportunity for people who may not regularly come to November Project Dallas, an opportunity to get a little taste of November Project Dallas in a unique and interesting setting. So we watch the sunrise come up over Dallas and then go have a party and hang out and connect with one another. And we do it again twice a year just before sunrise.
Yeah.
And plus, I love the whole, like with such regularity and consistency. That's the whole secret to doing this thing anyway. Anybody can go out and work hard for one day. And so, and with it being laid back, but going like that, you actually achieve beast mode fitness just by showing up in an easy vibe every
That's the formula.
time. Yeah,
That's the formula.
it really is.
Consistency, right?
That's it.
You've got your base level concept. You've got the things you value. Now just go at it. Just go at it. Learn as you go. Lead by community. That's the big thing for us. Is anytime I have an idea or anytime anyone has an idea of something we want to do, I seek feedback from the community, because I'm like, do y'all actually want to do it, or is this just something that Matthew thinks would be fun? Right? How can we modify it to meet the ideals and the insights from our community? So beyond the fun runs that we ourselves organize, we also value collaboration within the run community. So this past summer for Global Running Day, we collaborated with ZFT, we collaborated with Soul Sisters Run, Ohana Run Club, and Run DFW for Global Running Day. And it was a phenomenal success. We met at White Rock Brewing Company, which we have a solid relationship with because of our Tuesday night fitness experiences. We go hang out there after. And so using that venue, we were able to, again, bring out...
That's okay, yeah. White Rock Brewing. Okay, that's a nice one, Yep. I used to park in that area and then run White Rock right there. Yep.
There you go.
Yesterday. You know, it's cool, too, to be able to survive a success. I don't mean it like there's some terminal. You guys have made it now. There's just a perpetual, this is what we're going to do. You've seen it already where people get to a certain space to be like, oh, no, we're a run club. Everybody gets the 4-inch shorts with a split in them. And then so just to keep that as a human and community ethic, Man, that's
That's what
huge.
it's all about.
That's
It's about the
huge.
people, right? It's about the people. That's why I continue to show up. That's why I continue to feel driven is because I know that these people have my back.
Mhm.
These people are there for me. If I'm going through something, I can also be there for them.
Yeah.
And in this space of connection can be an opportunity for people to break away from whatever's going on in their daily life and just have a moment of peace, have a moment of fun, have a moment to just take a breath, but also stay active. The value that being active brings to mental health, it's astronomical, right?
Yeah,
There's no negative side unless you're approaching it from the standpoint of hyper competitiveness. But it's like, how about just do to stay healthy?
Yeah.
So let's talk about job growth in the U.S. and in DFW. The number one source of job growth, healthcare. DFW leads the nation. Like 90% of the last report of growth was in healthcare. And so if you back it up, most of what we deal with in this country is preventable disease and preventable illness. And a lot of it comes straight from diet and inactivity. And then, but let me not go all down the encyclopedia route. I want to thank you for the community piece because Brandon is the only guy I got like that who knows when I'm in the woods. He knows that experience. So like we can be out running 14 miles. He can leave me laying on the trail, not able to breathe. And I know he's got me.
I don't do that.
It ain't no joke. No. I sent. So you think you're joking? I sent him on. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good, and he knows I'm good. And
I still check back in.
woke up. He had
So
people checking in on me.
That he's
Yeah, you clean it up, but it's already clean. Just know that.
Right.
That kind of, I had to get it down to an experience like that to say, man, it'd be cool to love you, man, but I'm gonna have to add some more people who can get down with what you're going through in life. I mean,
and that's what we build. We build those connections. We build that mutual support, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people who have gone from just trying to run their first 5K to running marathons.
Right.
Even their first half, they're like, I can't believe I'm signing up for this. But we're like, we got you.
How was your first half?
My first half was great. I ran the Irving half marathon.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
2022.
Shout out to Irving.
And from there, the rest is history. I have since ran 7 more half marathons.
Oh, yeah.
I ran one out of the country earlier this year.
Oh, sweet. Where was that?
Paris, France.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's a fantastic half marathon.
Yeah.
I bet.
And then, now I'm preparing for my first marathon.
Where did that start and end, that Paris, France one?
It started
Is that right?
on the south side across the river. And then you end in the Place de Bastille.
Oh,
which
nice.
is super cool.
Time for a beer.
Super cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's those kinds of opportunities that when you have a community, you can support one another when the training gets tough, but also when the training gets started, right? You can encourage one another. You can say, no, you got it. We got you. And that's why we have this opportunity on Sunday mornings to go long miles, because we have so many people now who want to train for half marathons and marathons. And we're like, let's just build this opportunity to have some routes in West Dallas for people to come if they want to get some long miles in.
And that's huge in a city like this. In New York City, it's easy. I can just bail out the door and cop 20, and it's not there's always people around and whatnot. But in Dallas, I grew up here. Love my city, but I'm not just doing, like one time I ran straight up Hampton from DeSoto, from Ovilla Road. Like Hampton can go for 20 plus by itself till it turns into Inwood. I forget the exact. But dog, you hit a couple of spots. It made me increase my pace. I had to make it look like it's going to be some work for you if you do it, And they like, you better keep that pace. But with 2 people, like we ran to Fort Worth from a parking lot where I wouldn't even walk by.
Dallas to Fort Worth. Yeah, that was a pretty challenging. They do it every year.
But you wouldn't do that by yourself. I mean,
of course not. Yeah. That's
so you're getting roots in Dallas, and that's huge. I don't think anybody's really doing that because you have to go to places. Katy Trail, people make fun of that, but dog, you do 10 times up and down. That's 30 miles.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'd rather hit some streets, in Dallas.
Exactly. And we saw the opportunity in West Dallas. There's no run clubs over there other than us and our collaboration with Run DFW. Both of those are centered in the West Dallas area. And
Nice.
we're seeing people who will literally step outside of their apartment to come to our run club
Nice.
every Tuesday evening.
And so where's that
that's the
in West
difference.
Dallas exactly?
Where you start, yeah.
Right. We're right outside of Trinity Groves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, people who from Dallas who've never been to West Dallas. That's good for them too. I mean, it's like,
Exactly. Yeah. It definitely draws people from across the city. And the thing about November Project Dallas too is we draw people from beyond Dallas too. Our Sunrise 6Ks, we piloted having it on a Saturday morning this past summer with a huge success. We saw a significant increase in participation and interest in the event. So that's something we want to continue to, again, differentiate it among our activities, right? We make it something special and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, good for traveling too. You can just bail out and say, hey, where are these folks? And then go get a sunrise in somewhere or just find whatever they do in those other cities,
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that stick you brought today.
I was wondering about that. Did you beat people in last place?
So I know this is part
It's
of
a
the
beautiful stick.
November project, and each chapter have this? Is that correct?
Right, exactly. Whenever
Hold it up a little bit so we can see it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks almost like a baseball bat, but not quite.
It looks like it can. If I run with that, when I'm by myself, I have something like that, and it also gets me a lot of space. I'm not joking at all.
when needed, it can get you out of trouble.
Right.
Or cause it.
Yeah, there you go.
So the original founders of November Project, the entire movement, the entire network, were rowers. And in rowing, you need everybody.
Oh, wow. So
right?
really?
You need everybody to
Nice.
to put out. And so they use an oar handle as
So
as
that's
the
what that
shape.
is, oar handle.
It's an oar handle.
That's awesome.
You could have a big hand to be a rower.
Yeah. So is this is rowing very popular up in the northeast? Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, even in cold weather times.
And I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
All year
row.
round, or
I'm
what?
not
Yeah,
a
not a
rower.
rower, but yeah.
I'm not a rower, but
There's a lot of that goes on in White Rock Lake, though. I see a lot of row teams out there. Yeah.
certainly. So the point is that it takes all of us. We're community focused and we're community driven. Every chapter receives this when they join the November Project network. So it has November Project on it as well as the city's name and the leaders. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, every chapter is different.
Yeah.
Some chapters, the recipient of this, it's an award,
Yeah.
they will write their name on it. They'll inscribe something. Who knows? Every chapter is different. We keep it relatively clean here in Dallas right now.
Yeah.
But who knows what the future holds? And that's the beauty of it. It evolves.
That's the best.
Right.
This is called the Positivity Award. The Positivity Award
I like that.
is given from the leaders to the participants and the community members who are making an impact,
Okay.
who are reflecting the values of the chapter, of the global network, who are very much respectful, who are very much open to letting people come as they are, but also being themselves.
Yeah.
In everything that we do, they uplift others, they call them in and lead together. It's these kinds of people who help our chapter to continue surviving and then from surviving to thriving, right?
Yeah. Very nice.
I mean, we've been around since 2017. We were established in 2017, and through beyond the pandemic, here we still are bringing people together, building connections, and evolving. We have to evolve. We have to adapt, or we die. And so, what's unique about our chapter as well is that I mentioned Tuesday nights. No other chapter's doing that.
Yeah.
No other chapter's
Tuesday
doing
night
that.
runs.
Yeah. And they don't have to. That's the cool part. I mean,
That is cool.
Well, we saw the need. We saw that things weren't working, and we're not going to sit back and just try and make something work if it's not. So we got creative and we got to conversation. We talked about what would it look like if we did something a little bit different. And what if that looking different was a Tuesday night experience?
Yeah.
And what if that different wasn't just our typical HIIT workout? What if we focused a little bit more on running? And the result of those conversations led us to one person. One person said, I think where you're trying to go, this was, we identify Trinity Groves as the area. We identify Tuesday nights. She said, I think there's someone already meeting there. And,
really?
and it gave us the opportunity to say, all right, hey, Run DFW.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to do your own thing or do you want to collaborate?
You're
They
right,
were open
right,
to collaboration.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Right.
Which is
Do they have a large
fantastic.
following, Run DFW? Or?
I think it's big.
They do. They have a reasonable following.
Yeah.
They focus again a lot in the West Dallas area,
Okay.
and their focus is on 1% better.
Okay.
Right. So they're all about
Yeah.
driving a little bit further, a little bit harder, just building yourself up 1% at a time.
Oh, nice. Yep. Yep.
And what's been great is that it allows us to show the city of Dallas, to show the running community what it looks like to collaborate on an ongoing basis.
That's what I've been thinking throughout this whole thing. As a business model, it's good because it's countercultural in a couple of ways. Number one, you don't go immediately corporate. Like, I made a joke of it before, but we need T-shirts, we need this meeting time, and all the groups around the country need to do this. No, you just need an idea around which people rally. And then the second part is cultural awareness. Like, I think in the United States, this country is so huge, and people don't realize we really only share a flag. And that's a good thing. You land from Portland to Albuquerque to Vermont to Fort Lauderdale, food, language, mannerisms even. I always said I wanted to do this study abroad program in college to take like maybe a junior anthropology student. I'm going to take you from Albuquerque, drop you in Vermont, put Berkeley down here at Texas A&M, and then where people can bust up all their mythologies because there's not really a prejudice that can survive a close contact. And so if you're there, then I imagine with the November project, like you said, because they all do what they do and they read their cities and do what works for them, then you discover a different cultural vibe. That'd be cool.
We're about breaking down the barriers that can prevent us from being really truly human.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Right. It's not about having the same outlook, but allowing for a space where even if you have different outlooks, even if you have different political views, even if you have different religious views, even if you have different
Coming
ways,
from a different culture, whatever.
culture, whatever it may be, you're welcome.
Yeah, and it's not
Because
tucking them away. It's we know that, and come with us. Listen, this is the context in which we just.
I like that
because you matter. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, is that you matter,
Right,
and we're glad that you're here. That's something we try to embrace each and every time we get together. And building community is really the core of what we do.
Yeah, in Dallas, there's still a lot of run clubs that are like cultural influenced run clubs. You know, like ZFT and like the not really Oak Cliff Run Crew. That's pretty open, right? OCRC, yeah, they're pretty open with all different cultures and stuff. But there is a few different, you know, and I like that you're open. The door is open for anybody to come in. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be an alien, you know, and you guys will accept them, you know.
And also, I like that you have
come out
those
and
discrete
run.
groups, which means, okay, it's cool. If you're 100%, I don't care, 100% looking like this, then the collaboration means you can come in and it creates a real collaboration. So I'm not hating on anybody who has and you weren't either, who has a discrete group because, okay, it's do your thing. But when the collaboration comes, it makes it even more interesting.
Right. And that's where, you know, there's a place for that in Dallas.
Absolutely.
There are people who would feel safer, who would feel more welcome at a culturally centered run club. And we can appreciate that. That's where, when you talk about collaboration, well, then let's think about Global Running Day. Can we build bridges so that we connect with those run clubs, even if they have a slightly different focus, even if they have a slightly different culture? We can come together and celebrate the sport, celebrate this activity, which has meant so much to us and helps us to build richness in our lives and richness in our community that's what it's all about for us is recognizing it as an opportunity, not simply for us to just, toot our own horn about how we love running, but this is how we show it.
Yeah.
This is how we show it. We get together
Yeah,
and we
and
get everyone together.
Me mentioning the other groups, CFT and others, that door is still open for anybody. So it's not just closed to their culture only. You know what I mean? But the door is open for everybody. But you see a lot of them flock, just like you said. They're comfortable.
It's a comfortable space.
Yeah, comfortable space for them.
There's a coalescence that naturally happens, and that's okay. That's great. There's value in that. That brings something to the city that builds the city, that builds society.
Yeah,
and plus, I don't think people should shy away from that anyway. As soon as people try to make conversation, oh no, we're about everything, everybody. I said, dog. Why do we still determine voting on, okay, we have 35 to 45-year-old white women. What in the world does my ethnicity have to do with my vote? Well, because we assign culture to these ethnicities. And there are people who are, jackrabbits go naturally, and I feel like that too, boundary across cultures. But on the other hand, like you said, B, I'm not hating on anybody that says, I just feel real comfortable in this group. Yeah, and so there will be intersections that you'll bump into, and that's the facilitation that's cool that would happen with you guys.
So Matthew, I want to talk to you about also. You just sat at the panel of the Si Se Puede. It was the Si Se Puede.
Right, it's the Si Se Puede event.
Yep. So Daniel and Santos have been on the show with us before, and we love those guys. Shout out to them. So I wanted you to go over a little bit about how I would have loved to have been there just to witness that you guys talking. I know Fonz was there too, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the Train Pegasus Fonz, shout out to him too. And how did that go, and what all did y'all discuss? Like just what goes on in the community, or what all were y'all discussing? And you also brought up the fact that group from Fort Worth, which I do follow on social media, they're a huge group, it seemed like, every time I see them out running. So, yeah, just give me a little rundown on that, of what all y'all were discussing, if you're allowed to say what y'all were discussing. I'm sure it was open for everybody. So
no NDAs were signed, I can't disclose without legal ramifications. Yeah, Santos had reached out a few weeks, about a month or so before the event, mentioning.
Yeah, shout out to Santos again, man. He just qualified for Boston, by the way, which was, he destroyed it, man. So yeah.
He invited us, I say us, November Project Dallas. Mm-hmm. He was inviting us to participate in a Hispanic Heritage Weekend. Yeah, couple of events. Friday night, Saturday night. There was a panel discussion and a viewing of their Moab 240 film. Yeah.
I got to witness that. I watched that at the Texas Theater before. Fantastic film. Almost made me. Well, it didn't almost. It made me cry a little bit. Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I'm always. I
hearing about it.
I dive into the life of the runner. More than I would on watching some other movie, you know what I mean? Like I really can feel the pain whenever they're going through and everything, because I've been close to there, never always there in their spot, but I felt pain like that before. So I love it, man. It brings me to tears a lot. So yeah, go ahead and continue though.
Yeah, and then we had a 5K the morning after in Oak Cliff. And so with the panel discussion, he mentioned he was inviting run club leaders from the DFW area to have an honest and frank conversation about the power of community, the influence of the Hispanic community as well in each of the run clubs. So we had Train Pegasus represented with Fonz, Coach Fonz, as well as the founder of Kairos Run Club.
Okay, Marco. So I'm not familiar with them. Mm-hmm. So they based out of where? Were they in Dallas area?
They're in Dallas as well. Okay. And then the founders of Mas Mias in Fort Worth.
Okay.
Brianna.
That's a cool name.
And JM. It is. They
Mo Miles.
They started because they wanted more miles throughout the week in Fort Worth. And they had attended Ampersand Running Club, which is also incredibly huge.
Okay.
But they identified another night. They identified an opportunity, and as you see, the rest is it just took off, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So our conversation it's surrounded our role as leaders within the Run community, with our respective communities, talking about our communities, what makes them unique, what keeps them driven, and what keeps us driven as leaders. Like, why do we keep showing up? And then what challenges have we faced personally, as well as in our respective communities? And for me, I was incredibly grateful for the opportunity, because, to be completely honest, when November Project Dallas started, while it was garnering the participation, there were hundreds of people coming.
Yeah.
The trade-off was a bad relationships with other Run communities in Dallas.
Oh, really?
That's what I wanted to know.
It really hurt a lot of Run communities, the way they approached the recruitment and invitation of participation in November Project Dallas.
Those are those business models, all respect, that I referred to before. It's if you're aggressive and we recruit, we run, we are a club, as opposed to that. I mean, the model of just being, I'm not even talking about yours, in a business, it's just more powerful.
And so for us to have this opportunity to sit on a panel with other Run community leaders, and for me to represent November Project Dallas in that capacity, it demonstrates the work that I, myself, and Michelle have done to help November Project Dallas have a positive influence and visibility within the Run community of Dallas, particularly. And that was, it's a hallmark moment. It's a hallmark moment. Not like Hallmark movies, but milestone wise, because it means we've changed, and the context has changed, and how we operate as a participant of the Run community in Dallas has changed. And that makes me, that's part of the legacy I want to leave, that we're part of this greater picture. We're not a parasite trying to get all the members.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's not what it's about. What it's about is building a space where people can connect with one another, can connect with their city, and to grow through fitness while having fun.
Yeah, that's fantastic for sure. The you see a lot of that run groups. Well, you'll see a lot of new startups that have branched off from others, maybe because they had a disagreement or maybe it just didn't fit their schedule, and so I was wondering if did any of that occur with the November Project, your local?
Right. I wouldn't say that we've had split off as far as a faction within November Project Dallas going off and doing their own thing. I think one of the things that I try to embrace, both personally as a leader as well as a community, is that you can come and go.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Right. You can come and go. People come for a time because it fits their schedule, and they stop coming because it doesn't fit their schedule.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not the kind of person who...
You're not jealous if someone doesn't show up.
Exactly.
But they show up for another group or something like that. Yeah.
I gotta
because
say that.
we build the space.
Yeah.
Right? We build the space and the opportunity. And I'll invest more in the people who do show up, right? Because that's where the action happens, is in the context of those interactions. But if someone moves away, or if for some reason they find another run club resonates with their values more,
or their schedule,
yeah, some people, whatever it may be,
whatever.
It's okay. It's okay, because we know what we're about, and we'll continue to have this opportunity available. And evolve it over time, right?
Yeah.
It's not a static thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you start to become static, then you become stagnant. When you start to become stagnant, then you become siloed, and when you become siloed,
I feel
it's a spiral down.
some
It's a
Dante's
spiral down,
Inferno happening here. Yeah.
right? And that's what we don't want.
Yeah.
We want to embrace this opportunity that we can continue to evolve through community.
Yeah. Yeah.
And two things you just brought up. One, evolution is natural, but then there are other moments when the adaptation is a necessary response. Because if people are saying these guys are stealing members, like whatever, I mean, you know how what people will do, and then you have to have your own human response to that. But even then, it comes from your principle. Like, no, we just do what we do. We're not. It reminds me of my church. I'm going to shout out Shreveport Grace Church in Shreveport, Louisiana. There's nobody clocking you at the door, nobody taking the roll, nobody seeing how much money you gave this time, last time. There's only Christ. There's that. And if you show up, you show up. If you leave, there's some reason you might have left, and there's no angst. There's no like, oh, look at that guy, like, you know. And so, but what it does is it draws you. If you operate on the spirit that you do, it does draw more people to you who are drawn by that spirit. And so that's the thing. You can't avoid it. People are going to be drawn to that. So.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's about building the opportunity,
That's
right?
it.
That's what we do. We build the space, we present the opportunity, and we let people make that choice to show up and engage.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I try to do regularly is identify and invite opportunities for those who don't have the leadership title to lead, to give back to the community, whether it's volunteering at a workout or helping us plan an event. It's really about involving the community and the members in the process, because when other people show up, especially like first time people show up and they see more than one person or more than two people helping out and keeping things going, it makes a difference. It makes an impact, and it really influences their perception of what it is you're trying to do. And because we value community, because we value collaboration so much, it's like, you know, hey, I saw you made a post. This is a great example. I saw you made a post about the importance of stretching and warming up. Would you like to help us out with stretching and or warming up before we start our workouts, which is what we do on Tuesday nights? And when I approached this particular person about it, she was all for it. She's like, absolutely. Like, you just kind of tell me when, and you know, she'll help out every other week. And what that does for me is again, it helps them to see someone else, to hear someone else's voice, as much as it also helps me to, you know, take some of the load off of my shoulders.
Yeah.
And allow me to lead more properly, to really guide the experience, to build it, and to give opportunity for more people to be involved.
That's awesome.
And you also unlocked in a real, if we're going to maximize the human experience among all of us, you get 5 people together, you have no idea that one person, well, what do you do? Well, I bake cakes, or I'm a photographer, I'm a sculptor. You don't know what people have as a supreme gift that may not be running, and it can contribute to, or something they just really like to do that contributes, you know, value to the group. And so, but if you walk up to a space, when you mentioned that scenario of walking up to a group, and it's happened to me when I first moved back here to Dallas after 20-something years, I don't care how mature you are, if you don't feel that first welcome vibe, they don't have to run up and hug you, but if you see the same, and there's this group talking and the people are talking, and then you see the leader and he doesn't do something like, if I see somebody show up like, my man, we have somebody new here. And if you don't feel the welcome, then it makes a difference. I mean,
It does. It's about, if we're about community, then we bring that opportunity, in every respect, right? It's not just, it's not about me, right? And so many people want to make it about the leader.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing that I want.
Yeah.
I'm just Matthew. I'm just as much of a volunteer.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
I'm not paid to be a leader for November Project Dallas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's it. Then.
yeah.
but that's good, man.
Sounds like my
I want
best.
to thank you for coming out, Matthew, for sure, and also thank you for leading this November project right now, because that's well needed in our community. So. I have one last question that I want to ask you. I ask everybody this. It doesn't have anything to do with running, Matt. So here we go. What is your favorite movie?
What is my favorite movie? So the one that pops into my head right now is The Descendants with George Clooney.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't even know what that is. I'm writing it down.
It's a story about a family set in Hawaii. So it's really a poignant picture about how challenging life can be, even in a place that people would consider paradise.
Wow.
And just the exploration of a father who has to really lean in to supporting his daughters because of an incident with his wife, and then the other family dramas going on. It really is an evocative film and explores the multiple dimensions of a man and his family and in the community too.
Oh, nice. I got to check it out too. I don't know if I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, I could sit for 3 hours of that. I guess it sounds complex.
Yeah. I just saw Heretic. Have you seen that? Heretic or
I
Heretic?
didn't see Heretic. No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm familiar though. I'm familiar.
You are familiar?
Familiar.
That's a wicked movie. We were just watching that earlier today. But I want to thank you again for coming out, man. And we usually do about an hour episode, so we're at an hour right now. So
Right.
so thank you, and we are out, buddy.
Se acabó el jueguito ya. Nos vemos la próxima.